me. And this is my beautiful cup. Right now I'm going to be answering you why you are always tired and I am also tired, and how I fix my tiredness. Along, I'm going to be fixing your tiredness as well. So do watch the video till the end. I really hope that you will get the answers you really want. And do subscribe to my channel as it keeps me motivated to make more of these videos. Now let's get to the topic. No offense, but the thing is, the problem is with your brain. We all have this issue in common, that after doing this amount of task or doing no task at all in a day, we tend to get so tired that we even think that thinking is a chore. Look, it's all fixable. Let's start with the problems and then talk about the solutions along the way. But wait, we need to talk about mental fatigue. Mental fatigue is a condition which occurs after a long time of concentration or doing a prolonged task for a very long time. For proof, researchers have shown that people who tend to do longer math problems, longer exercises, or spend longer amounts of time upon their phones tend to get mental fatigue. Literally like extended to 30 minutes. That is really enough time just to cause that mental fatigue. There are two types of mental fatigues. One affects the cognitive performance and the other affects physical performance. The thing is, when cognitive performance is disrupted, a person's decision making, concentration can be affected in a very harsh way. Just like after prolonged tasks, people tend to lose interest. Okay, this was the thing. But also now they tend to lose concentration. And to do a task accurately, you need concentration. Just like if I take the example of a driver. A driver driving a vehicle for a very long time can cause a serious accident, which can literally lead to fatal results. The Stroop test experiment showed that participants who had to do a task for prolonged times had made more mistakes in the comparison of the participants who took breaks in between. Right now, I have only mentioned the mental fatigue for cognitive performance, which is related to the brain. And now I'm going to be mentioning physical performance, how it can affect physical performance. In physical performance, mental fatigue can affect your endurance level, not your strength level. Remember, your strength is always the way it was built to be. But endurance can be reduced by time. Okay? Let's take the example of endurance test. Endurance test says participants who were playing or practicing before, they thought the next game would take a lot of effort. So that's why they denied the next game. They didn't want to play. They thought their strength was affected, but their endurance was affected. That's how mental fatigue can affect a person in physical performance. Now we have talked about the main criminal, mental fatigue. We can talk about the solutions. Let's curate the solutions one by one. Reason number one, you are not moving enough. Believe it or not, sitting for too much time or not moving your body at all can make you more tired than ever. By lying down too much or by staying still for too long can cause more mental fatigue than ever. People say that you tend to get less tired after you lay down or relax for a while. Well, that's good, but sitting or laying down for a prolonged time can make you more tired. Research shows that 10 minutes of light exercise or light stretching can make you more energized than ever. Our muscles were made to move. Okay? Human body was literally made on the foundation of movement. You did 5 minutes of work and then you relax for 10 minutes of time. That's not the ratio. Next time you're tired, try this. Before a task, take a small walk or a good stretch and then get to work. You will have your efficiency increased. Reason number two, overthinking. Mental fatigue is literally so connected with overthinking. Just stay with me. Did you know thinking too much can cause brain fog? Brain fog is something in which you cannot think clearly. And you know who is the culprit? Ta-da! This infamous device, this tiny device keeps getting us in trouble. Whenever we scroll, whenever we take in any kind of information, we tend to make small decisions in our head just to correlate with the example we are watching so that we can find out the solutions in our brains. But that excessive thinking can cause brain fog. The decision was literally not made for you to solve, but your brain tends to solve everything it gets. So, by solving way too much, your brain tends to feel overweighted, overloaded with thoughts and rubbish which you clearly do not want to think, and being up in your brain. Scientists have discovered when we are mentally tired, a part of our brain called anterior cingulative cortex becomes less active, resulting in making us sluggish and so tired that we cannot even move a muscle to do a task. The solution? To fight this mental fatigue or this brain fog, you just have to do everything with mindfulness. Whenever you are doing a task, you know everything, please throw away the phone. And whenever doing a task, think mindfully how this task is making you feel comfortable. For example, cooking. In cooking, you can, in exchange to music, shows, or excess drama, you can just enjoy the cooking process, enjoy that zen, and practice mindfulness. Before solution number 3, I request you all to subscribe this channel because it keeps me motivated, and I'm also going to be linking a small surprise in it. So stay tuned. Reason number 3, too much caffeine. Before the shooting, I also took a cup of caffeine in the form of coffee, but it was 1 cup in a day. Let's take the example. I want to explain this clearly to you. Many people will hate me for this, and you have heard it quite enough that small dosage of caffeine is suitable for you, not large amounts. Let me show you something. I have prepared this experiment for you guys. Now look carefully. Caffeine and brain relation. Consider this jug your brain. This is clear, but it is unmotivated, so that it has some down levels, In connection for you to feel motivated, you are going to be inserting large amounts of caffeine. I have a table in front of me. I'm literally going to be filling up my cup. My cup was empty for some reason. You know the reason. Okay? This is the jug and this is the amount of caffeine, okay? Small shots. The main caffeine only. Saw the texture? Okay. Let me add this cup again. Second shot in a day. Third shot in a day. The fourth shot in a day. This innocent cup caused so much havoc. This is your brain after drinking too much caffeine. When your brain tends to get affected with so much caffeine, caffeine is basically something that it stops your sleeping chemical. When your brain tends to feel tired, your brain tends to release a sleeping chemical, melatonin. To stop that melatonin, caffeine is used to block the melatonin cells so that it cannot reach your brain. In result, you tend to feel more boosted than ever to do a certain task. This is your brain. After taking too much caffeine, your brain is literally like this. Dirty. So dirty that I really want to just put this away. Now you will be thinking, why have I showed you the example of brain? Taking too many shots of caffeine in a day is really harmful. You saw it for yourself. But if you take only 1 shot a day, your brain is going to be taking it in, is going to be active for a while, and then you can just easily do one thing. Take 1 to 2 shots of caffeine, okay? And then leave the rest of the time alone, without any food or without any drink which contains caffeine. That's how your brain tends to get rid of it. This is the reminder for you to control your caffeine levels. As tempting it may sound, as tempting the caffeine may sound, we have to control the levels. Reason number 4, you do not journal. The thing is, journaling is a process in which you write down your mood cycle, write down about yourself, what you have felt in a day, what you have experienced in a day, in a notebook, paper, with a pen, whatever. But we tend not to do it more often because we have drifted away from self-care. We tend to collect the thoughts in our mind, and our minds become so pressured that it, in result, you think you are all awesome. Okay, you are awesome actually. But you're all awesome, you're all good to go. but your brain is feeling so pressurized with the thoughts, with the amount of thoughts or experiences it have to collect for you. That's literally stressful for your brain. Just to give your brain a break, do one thing. You can use a simple piece of paper and just write down whatever you're feeling in a day. Or for your ease, I have made my own journal and it is literally carefully curated by me. I'm going to be linking this journal in the description. It can be used as a digital form or it can be printed out in any format you like and can be filled out. I will be delivering monthly journals for you guys. It will only cost $2. The link will be in description. After you have experienced it, please tell me in the comments or on my Instagram page. Here's the link to the ID. That how much you liked, how it improved your day cycle. And please do give me your feedback. I will improve it every day, every time. Every month you will get something new, inshallah. So 4 reasons have been covered. I hope to see you guys in the next video.